I've been to many places. Madeira, Malaysia. I've traveled far and wide. Colombo, Melbourne. No place like my Lagos. My Lagos is come feel the spirit of my echo. Achide is my echo. Let's go. You guys do Olobo, Campos, Ebutemeta, Atio, Eyo Eko, Owo Eko, Oshodi, Oapago. Lagos is the place for me. Lagos is the place for me. I have been to London, I have seen America. Lagos is the place for me.
Hello and thank you for joining us on Themes Update for today. My name is Shola Kusoko. Now today we are at the Leather Hub. This is a scheme passionately done by Mr. Governor to bring about development when it comes to education, technology, and making Lagos the 21st century economy. Let's take you through this process, the hub, and of course get to talk with the Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment. All you need to know about the Lagos Leather Hub.
I have seen America. Lagos is the place for me.
We are here at Maturi Industrial Estate in Mushin local government. This site, which is called the Lagos State Leather Hub Facility. This is a project that we conceived about a year and a half ago, and you can see it's a hub. It's a leather hub where we want two things, right? Have a production line where people, can be trained in all forms of leather activity, leather products in general, right? From shoes to leather bags to belt, everything that has to do with tannery and leather. You've seen the factory that we have behind, more like training ground.
The Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu-led administration's investment through the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment includes the following: education, technology, and making Lagos a 21st century economy. These are the motives behind the Lagos Leather Hub.
So some people came to me and said, why are you always talking positive about your boss? I said, what have I said? They said, you always say he's compassionate. I said, yes. He's an humanitarian par excellence. I said, yes. I will say it over and over and over again. And why? Because he is really. I'm not just trying to, I don't even belong to such category of people that blow trumpets where there is none. We are an initiator of policies. You could be an initiator. If the man at the helm of affairs does not agree with you, you are just initiating for yourself. Nothing will come out of it. But you will initiate, you will get it approved, you will implement, execute, and evaluate. So it means you are working with a man of understanding.
Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu's administration, in its resolve to develop a strategy in empowering youth, has initiated the Lagos Leather Hub, where the hub will be a primary manufacturing source for retailers in the ecosystem, knowing fully well that there is a large leather market in Mushin. To take up the produce to consumers, traders will no longer be burdened with the task to turn 10 skins to finished products.
The Leather Hub building houses a commercial side and a factory side, with a lot of emphasis on the factory because of the big equipment. All the state-of-the-art equipment in leather is what Mr. Governor is buying to Lagos Leather Hub. All right? The production center is another wing completely. The commercial center is the front wing, where we have 42 shops for people who are interested in trading in shoes, bags, furnitures, belts, all the things that could be used in the leather world. That is what those shops are meant for.
Big leather, tannery market out in the north, right? I mean, they have big, and so what they do, there's no value addition. They just export, this raw leather to other parts of the world, to China, to Europe, and they come back, more expensive than what it should have been. It's like we're just trying to get into the economic, chain of ensuring that we can have a lot more value addition into products or produce that we have as raw materials.
According to the Honorable Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Honorable Mrs. Yetunde Arobieke, the scheme is established to help youth showcase their talents while acquiring new skills and earning a living.
But how it was conceived, you see, the cabinet of Mr. Governor is seriously full of men of ideas. Men of ideas. I won't take the glory that it was my idea, no. It was an idea of some people in the cabinet who felt great things seems to be happening in the leather world. And when they muted the idea, it caught my interest, and we too started searching. We discovered that we have a lot of youths who have this leather concern, who are just hindered because of equipment or lack of funds or whatever. We went to the extent that we invited all association of cobblers, the association of leather sellers. As we started from, where do you source the leather? They said it's from Kano. But you see, we don't have tannery machine here. So even the northerners take the leather, crude leather, to Dubai or Italy to get it done.
Like training ground. Up on this floor, on the second floor, they have plans to be able to take about 100 students at once, where each one of them will have a small machine where they can learn from, and thereafter they can go into the hub, the factory itself, if they have orders, and people that are into leather manufacturing already, they don't need to travel out of the country to make, all of their leather finished products.
The administration has gone further by formulating, evaluating and implementation of policies to equip trainers in order to equip more trainers. Arobieke stated that the Leather Hub helps to ease businesses as well as bring leather market closer to the people who seek to venture into the leather business, employment creation for Lagos residents, among others.
The first floor of the front, interjecting with the floor of the factory side, is the training center, where we have people who are interested in the leather world. They can be trained rudimentarily on how to be a leather lover, from making of his slippers to making of a small handbag. But when you now want to go commercial, you get to the factory floor. It is a calculated attempt to solve unemployment situation in Lagos, which Mr. Governor is doing virtually in ministries who are in a position to solve the unemployment situation. It's not only wealth creation. If you go to WAPA is doing theirs, SDG is doing theirs. So many things. Education is doing theirs. So how can we have a new report on unemployment with all the vigor and all the attention that Mr. Governor is giving it. No. It is either people just sit in the comfort of their office and start calculating percentages of unemployment. You have to buttress it. The people that are living in Lagos are the beneficiaries of all this. The GIPP that we did, the people in Lagos were the beneficiaries. The solar paneling, this youth reorientation that we did has led to a lot of people gaining. In fact, the mere fact that they go to companies to say, okay, we were trained by Lagos state government on this is enough. Is enough. They get employed.
The giant stride of Mr. Governor has brought remarkable changes to the lives of Lagosians. His passion at giving so much attention to the provision of their daily needs through his various developmental programs established to make Lagos a 21st century economy.
To my Indigo brothers and sisters, to my Mushin brothers and sisters, thank you very much for coming to receive me here this afternoon. What we're about is to ensure that we can have meaningful development in all nooks and crannies of the state. And I'm sure you know that Mushin is not exempted. Mushin is a critical part of our state. You, my citizens, and my indigenes that are here, you have formed a nucleus of our government, and I want to thank you very much. This building here is for you. This building here is for the entire community. So we will complete it by the grace of God before or by the end of this year. We will come early next year to come and commission it and hand it over to the community.
I have seen America. Lagos is the place for me.
All right, now if you love leather, whether bags or belts or shoes, and you also love leatherworks, Lagos is bringing leatherworks and all it takes to have it accessible in Lagos, here in Mushin. So all you need to do is key in, watch out. The moment this project is fully completed, the leather value chain will be established here in Lagos. Thank you for being part of Themes Update for today. Have a beautiful day ahead.
I've been to many places, Malaysia. I've traveled far and wide.